Hi guys, thanks for watching A Bloke Collecting Watches. It's about time that we've done a state of the collection. It's still 2023, however it's like in December, so I've left it like what I think I did last 2022. I did like January, February time, so it's been a while, but it also means that I've collected a few more timepieces. So I thought I'd do a video. Good that hopefully, thank you very much for watching if you're watching, and we'll start this kind of collection off. So obviously specialising in stainless steel Rolex. I've been collecting for well, since I was 20, so 18 years, 19 years. Absolutely turned into a mild obsession, certainly with Rolex, but also Zenith and a few other brands as well. They're just, I don't know what it is about watches, isn't it? It's just crazy. Anything, I think, cars, watches, for certainly for blokes, it's definitely a it's just a hobby, isn't it? So I love it. I'll continue collecting as long as the wife lets me. Yes, so we'll start with, obviously there's no particular order here. I'll probably go from left to right, but you know, it makes sense really to do. I'm not wearing anything on my wrist today, so I am going to select one, and I think I'm going to select the odd one out because everything else is either Rolex or Breitling. So I'm going to put the Breitling, sorry, Rolex was in it, so I'm going to put the Breitling on, which is, as you know, I've had this for 2 years, 2.5 years. Rose gold, 18 karat rose gold, RB0120. So it's got the B01 movement, really smart, clever, beautiful black leather calf strap, reverse panda dial, just gorgeous, really, really smart. I almost traded it, but thankfully I didn't. I've seen sense and kept it, and I'm going to keep this. So yeah, really smart, loving it. So we're wearing that while we go through. So basically, let's start at the top left. And in no particular order, we have an Explorer 2 Polar. I won't go into detail about it because I've done reviews on each. So I won't go into kind of detail about each watch because I think there's enough video content out there, you probably know. I'm just going to go quickly through this kind of collection. And apologies because we're on 2:30, so it's probably not the best for the watch to look. I know it's 10 past 10 is where you're supposed to have, but there you go. Anyway, lovely. 42 mil, absolutely love it. I've had it since 2000, I think, and 19/2020. So I've had it 3.5, 4 years, and it's probably stayed in the safe a bit more than I would like, because like I said, I only use a couple of them at a time and rotate them. So it has stayed in its safety deposit box, but love the watch, and you know, just a beautiful thing. I do fancy the black one actually. This is the pre-facelift with the thicker lugs. The new one's got thinner lugs, but yeah, gorgeous watch. Timeless classic GMT movement, which not a lot of people know about. Really stunning watch. So we'll put that back. We'll do Explorer next. So Explorer 39 mil. So this is the this is a 2000 and I believe a 2020. It's been a while since I've looked at all the paperwork for these, but a 2020 39 mil, again, absolute classic, professional model Rolex, you know, with the obviously the proper clasp on it that you would expect on a professional series Rolex. 39 mil, absolutely perfect. They dropped this to make a 36, but there's obviously the market demanded that there was a bigger Explorer, so they're now making a 40 mil. But this is the pre-40, so this is a 39. I'll just give it a clean. Pre-40, so yes, this is the 39 mil, and absolutely, again, like, you know, if you think started in 1953, the watch is still the same pretty much. There's a few obviously tweaks, but gorgeous, stunning. Again, not something I wear every day, but very lucky to have it in my collection. So that's number 2. Number 3, let's do an Air King. So new model for 2023. Bought this in October, I believe. So I think it sits well, really. Professional series, gorgeous watch. This is obviously the facelift one. So it's got the kind of less rounded, more squarish case. Obviously you've got your crown protector, new dial with the 0.5 instead of 5, and it's also thinner. A lot thinner, I think 3 mil thinner than the other one. So again, stunning watch, very happy that's here. One of my favorites, Yachtmaster 2. Oh, Yachtmaster 2, what we're talking about. supposed to be a collector. Yachtmaster 40mm. Come on, mate. Get a grip. 40mm Yachtmaster. This is one of the oldest ones, I think. This in my collection. I've had this for a very long time. Love it. Gorgeous. If you ever buy one, just be aware. Be careful. It's a dress watch. I like to wear it for a dress. Don't have a drink with it because I've scratched it a few times on the bezel. Had to send it away to Rolex for refurbishment, I believe twice. It's really annoying. So this is a very special watch because it's a Rolex, so it's platinum bezel, 40mm in a lovely Daytona-esque case. So it's very similar to the Daytona, the finish of the case, obviously without the chronograph, but the actual case itself is very similar. So very elegant, very beautiful watch. Absolute must in any collection. A lot of people don't kind of value this. I definitely do. I think I think in years to come it will be, you know, everyone likes the sub, we all know that, but these are just gorgeous. So yeah, if you can have one in your collection, this or the slate dial, I've got this. I'd like the slate dial as well, but yeah, very lucky to have this, and excellent timekeeper. So that's that. What's next? Big boy. James Cameron. 44mm. Thick as you like, this bad boy. Really, really big watch. Helium escape valve. Mega bit of kit. 12,800 foot. 4,000 meters. Water resistance. Never going to dive. Don't think this has been more than 2 meters, so totally unnecessary, but who cares? It's the technological mastery of this watch. It's ridiculous. So very happy with it. Haven't used it as much because obviously I've grown my collection, but again, very happy. What I've done is on this particular video, I've put the divers in a kind of quartet. So whether that makes sense, not quadrilogy, I don't know what you want to call it, but very happy with it. I've got these particular ones in my collection because let's be honest, Rolex started out by really in the 50s and 60s. They came to be known as the kind of divers watchmaker. So James Cameron came out in 2014, I believe. This is the second iteration. There's now a third, but this is the second one. Couple of years old. Very happy with it. Right, what's next in the collection? We'll do the size and depth, shall we? That makes sense. So let's do the SD. So this is called an SD43. So this is in between a Sea Dweller sub and then the big James Cameron. So this is what we call a Sea Dweller 50th anniversary. And so red writing, 43mm in kind of diameter. Big watch, really, really nice. I won't put it on my wrist, but it is a big watch. And again, same deal, helium escape valve on the side, 4,000 feet, 1,220 meters, I believe. Water resistance, again, never going to dive deeper than 2, but there you have it. Mega watch. Probably now, because I've had the James Cameron, this doesn't get worn as much, but I still wear it. I mean, I really do. I'm really happy with what's going on in this particular bit here. So this is what we call the Rolex divers part here. So you've got James Cameron, you've got SD 43 50th edition. This is a brand new watch. So when I say brand new, it's a used old watch, 2016. I bought it because I cannot buy it new. This is a discontinued model. I think this is a absolute kind of keeper. It's going to be worth a lot of money in years to come. It was made between 2014 and 2017, and this is known as a Sea Dweller 4000 or an SD4K. It was basically a Sea Dweller, but then they made a ceramic bezel, but made it for a very short period of time because they replaced it with that. So the SD 50th anniversary became this new watch. Among some people weren't happy because you obviously had the Cyclops, whereas with the 40mm Sea Dweller, you don't have that. You have it's just the traditional Sea Dweller without the Cyclops, which is what, I don't know, a lot of die-hard fans like, the no Cyclops. So that's what I wanted in my collection, and it marries up so well with Cameron, SD 43, the SD4K, and then the Submariner. So yeah, very lucky to have this in my collection. I paid a lot of money for this watch. I don't know if many people know what this is, but if you are a Rolex aficionado, I'm not saying that I am, but if you are, then this is one for that collection. Small product. I don't think it even sold a lot new. I think it was, that's probably why they cut it and they made something different. It maybe might not have been fashionable at the time or what have you. It's now going the other way around. So I think they retailed for 7K. They're now 12, 13K. And I actually traded a watch that isn't here now because it was traded for it along with some money, is the black ceramic Zenith El Primera 21. That's gone. Loved it. Wasn't pretty. Loved the watch, but it just, it was too big. And the leather strap on it, if you go back to watch the video, the leather strap was massive, too big. It was almost like 30% more than that. So it was unwearable, really. So I traded it with some money and bought the SD4K. And then to finish this quartet slash quadrilogy is the kind of well, I'm not going to say the most boring watch in the, because everyone loves these subs and I don't blame them. Why? Who wouldn't want one of these watches? The reason they're so popular: 40 millimeters. Wear it in all types of scenarios. Dress, t-shirt and jeans. I've always said this about this watch. Cracking bit of kit. You know, and will last the test of time, along with all the Rolexes, to be honest with you. But these are, you'll always get your money for it. Always have it for 10 years, you get your money back, and if not some. Obviously, if you've been watching the watch market, you'll know that it has taken a bit of a turn, but everything has, and that's down to probably borrowing money and, you know, house prices, lots of kind of economics that I won't bore you to death with. What's next? Yes, Sky Dweller, beautiful. Probably my favourite watch at the moment. Because it's probably it's definitely the newest, apart from the Sea Dweller. Definitely the newest. On my right hand there, a bit odd, but wear it anyway. Definitely the newest. Absolutely gorgeous watch. Over the moon. Jamie, you're an absolute legend for getting me this. Thank you so much, mate, and Michelle. Really appreciate it. So thank you so much. Yeah, just my wife thinks this is the coolest watch ever, which I love. So she's slowly getting into watches. But yeah, very excited. Saros annual calendar. Don't need to say any more than that. I've done a video on it. Super excited. Very privileged to have this in my collection. So there you go. That's that one. Beautiful watch. Wore this on my wedding day. Datejust 2 actually, rather. Datejust 2. So 41 mil. Datejust 2s you can always recognise because they're slightly thicker bezel. And the indices on them are slightly thicker than the Datejust 41. So you'll always know, if I just grab this Datejust 41 here, you'll, obviously it's non-fluted bezel, but you'll see that the indices are just slightly bigger on the Datejust 2. So very nice watch. Bought this used, couldn't buy it new because they discontinued it. Love the watch, in a beautiful sunburst blue dial. Absolutely stunning. Wore on my wedding day. Gorgeous watch. Not going anywhere. Next one, root beer. Rolex root beer, GMT CHNR, 40 mil. Beautiful watch. I think most people, if they've got a 1 or 2 watch collection, this is probably in it. It'd be a sub, this, and maybe a Daytona. Again, very lucky to have this. I'm a very lucky person. Very smart watch. Don't really wear it out anymore because of what it is. I don't, you know, it's Rolexes are, you don't really want to wear them out, but it is a holiday watch. Very cool, beautiful, ever rose gold. Does scratch a little, but don't be afraid of that. It can be polished. I tend not to polish my ones apart from the Yachtmaster. But yeah, really gorgeous piece. Yeah, I think another one that will last the test of time. They all will, won't they? They're all fashionable, but stunning watch. Yeah, moving on. What else next? Let's just do this logically. Milgauss, what a watch. When I went to the safety deposit box, I put this straight on. I absolutely love this watch. Absolutely gorgeous. Quick bit of trivia for you. Rolex didn't even paint the glass on this because no one can do what Rolex does, not even Patek. They haven't got the resource, the money, anything like that. When you're making 1 million watches a year, this is what you're capable of doing. You know, they don't even need to paint the kind of glass vert on it. It's incredible. And it's the one watch, never ever sell, but it's just beautiful in so many different variety of colours, depending on your light, etc. stunning watch. Yeah, it doesn't really do its job. It's a professional model. What is it? It can withstand 1,000 Gauss. You can buy an Omega that can do, I don't know, 8-10,000. So it's not, technologically, it's not like masterful or anything, but it is a beautiful, stunning watch. So very lucky to have this. Bought this pre-owned but brand new, so I don't know how that works. It's like an unworn watch basically. So yeah, really, really lucky, and not going anywhere at all. So that's that one. I've had that for 4 years, 5 years. Next one, this is beautiful. Bought this year actually. Bought a few this year, hence why I haven't done an update. But State of the Collection 2023, if you've just joined us. 41mm date just with the beautiful green motif dial. That is a stunning dial, very similar to the Milgauss in terms of appearing in different lights, different colours. It was an absolute, God knows what it cost to make that dial. Obviously not fortunes, but it would cost more than your, I don't know, your typical dial, that you have on a date just. And it's very much a Rolex theme. If you look at where their factory is in Switzerland, in Geneva, you can see this. It's kind of all around. So it's obviously a pattern that they love using, and it's really gorgeous watch. Haven't used it that much because I don't want to scratch it. I just love that watch. It is so sexy. So very happy with that one. Next one and final one in the Rolex range. Again, got this year. Love this watch, so cool. So very, very lucky to have this. This is what we call an entry, although it's not. This is what we call an entry level watch in the Rolex world. So, divers, they can withstand greater pressures underwater. This is an Oyster Perpetual, still waterproof, so still a superlative chronometer. But I suppose a bit more basic in terms of things like your clasp and what have you. But there's a massive demand for this watch. Incredible. Sometimes this is harder to get than maybe a Submariner. It's that insane at the moment. So yeah, very lucky to have it. Wanted a green dial, and I think it just marries up with the kind of collection. I've always wanted to get watches with different coloured dials. So as you can see, the theme here is green, root beer, black, blue. With the divers, you've got kind of different sizes, but you've got the kind of graduation of the Cameron, red, white in of the Sea Dweller 50th anniversary, classic old school SD4K and the original Submariner. And then you've got white Polar, blue Lockmaster, Air King, and then obviously your Explorer. So very happy with the collection so far. What's next? Probably a Daytona if I can get one. I am on a list for one. I totally get where dealers, even though I've bought quite a lot of watches, there are probably people that spend 10 times what I do. So I've been very lucky to get what I have, and I'm not taking it for granted at all. I'll get one, I'd say eventually, probably for my birthday, maybe something like that. But a Daytona, and I do fancy that would sit quite nicely there, the green sub, the LV sub, so a Submariner with a date, and with a green bezel, and I think that would just complete that divers kind of collection. And then we've got a new watch again. This was this year, actually, earlier this year. Really, this is my daily. I love watch this. You can tell it's scratched, it's a bit battered. I don't care because, they don't have the same value retention as a Rolex. Not that doesn't mean you shouldn't wear it, but very lucky to have this. Didn't have to wait long for it, a couple of months, 2 or 3 months. They are in some shop windows, so if you do want one, you can grab them. But I just think that the build quality is fantastic on it. On the Black Bay, so Black Bay Burgundy, 41mm. It came with the Oyster strap, but I actually prefer the Jubilee, and my lovely dealer got me one, so thank you so much for that. Really appreciated. And then what have we got left? Yeah, I mean, I suppose I'm really proud of this here. Like I say, the Zenith ceramic El Primera has gone in exchange for the Sea Dweller, which I think was a good move. I wasn't wearing, I think it was fantastic in terms of the technology in the El Primera 21, but I just thought I wasn't wearing it. I was almost like looking at it and putting it back in its box. which with these watches, they all get worn. You know, admittedly, they rotated, but it's the safe way of doing so. So I just think we're really lucky. I'm really lucky to have it, and it looks really good. This is what started it all off. I've done a little video on it, although some of you haven't watched it. Go on, watch that video. It's my grandfather's watch that he gave to me when I was 5, so a long time ago. I've had this watch a very, very long time, you know, 35 years type of thing, and serviced it. I service it every 5 to 10 years, but I don't wear it a lot, special occasions, and it's lasted really well. I had to replace the glass on it, but you know, very privileged that I can own something like that and look after it for hopefully one of my children. So really, really happy with that. And then we've got the Zenith Trilogy over here. So new watch for 2023, beautiful watch. Zenith Elite chronograph, 42 mil. I've just taken the strap off so that you can see it presented, but absolutely class act that is. Really, really beautiful. They got this really well. I mean, this wasn't a big seller either, which I can't believe. You know, the cost of making, look at that beautiful movement of that. That is ridiculous. I bought this for, I don't know what it was now, I think 4K, something like that. They're 5.5 normally, but I've got a bit of a discount because you can on Zenith. But look at that. Look at the movement and the attention to detail. There's like a two-tone, polished and then satin finished on the inner, and then the outer obviously is satin as polished as well. Really nice, smart deployment clasp, lovely black leather strap, but an absolute classic timepiece. And you know, you were to buy that in, I don't know, one of the high horology names, you'd be looking at mega dove, 20-30k. You know, it's an absolute bargain, and the movement in that is arguably better. That's an El Primero movement in that watch, so very happy with that. Another daily that I use, again battered, really enjoy wearing this. A lot of people think it looks like an AP, and I do correct them quite quickly because like it's not an AP, it's a Zenith Defy. And one of the reasons I got rid of like I say, the El Primero 21 is because this is such a wearable watch. 41 mil, absolutely fantastic, well engineered, grade 5 titanium, a lovely movement. It's an elite movement, but lovely movement. Very, very nice. I do quite like that it's a skeletonized dial, obviously because everything else is a little bit more traditional, so I don't mind wearing this. It's a bit more kind of avant-garde or what have you, exciting. The titanium bracelet itself is a thing of beauty. I mean, look at that, it's ridiculous the way that was designed. You know, you can pick these up for 4 or 5k, I think, 4,500 pounds. So you know, it's not a cheap watch. Please don't want to be the person that says it's a bargain. They are not cheap watches, but the engineering that you get in these Zeniths are second to none. They are amazing, and a totally underrated brand. I keep saying it. I don't know, you know, some people, it's like watching the videos. Everyone watches a Rolex video. Some people just don't even know what Zenith is, but very privileged to be buying these watches. And last but not least, the Zenith El Primero Rose Gold El Primero chronograph chronomaster. Absolutely stunning, in like a silver dial with the kind of very, very well-known Zenith 3 subdials of blue, anthracite and light grey. Gorgeous watch. Had it on a brand leather strap. That's what it came on, brand new. Got a good deal on this. Bought it brand new from a very well-known high street retailer. Brand new. Oh, I mean, look at that. That is insane. The kind of man hours, all handmade in Laloc or Laloc local, I think it's pronounced. Just gorgeous watch. Lovely, I think, on that kind of rubber strap. I just think it's a little bit more sporty than the leather. And I've got a leather, I've got a titanium, so I just thought having that on the rubber would be perfect. So yeah, very, very happy with that. And to finish off, like I say, we've got the Breitling. Navitimer RB0120, which is like I said, the B01 movement. So again, odd one out, that one. I bought that kind of, there was an offer on it, I bought it. Would I buy it again? Probably not, but I do think it's really smart, and there are some massive Breitling fans out there, and that's always a popular watch. Again, it's not going anywhere. I almost traded it, I'm glad I didn't, and it now sits thankfully in the collection. And that is pretty much your lot. Where it goes from here, I don't know, because I've got to store them and what have you. So I don't think it's going to get any bigger. Maybe a Daytona will be added, maybe a sub, green LV sub, but I'm pretty happy with that now. I think that's not me done, you know, and people's taste, they change, don't they? You know, it may be that I do get bored of some models, or I don't wear them and I might exchange two for another one. I'm, you know, nearly 40 years old, so, you know, my taste might change and I might want something a bit more, I don't know, traditional, Patek Philippe, I'm not sure. I know that these are just, you know, tried and tested watches. Very, very lucky. And thank you so much for watching, guys. Love to hear your comments. And until next year, I will do a review on the SD as well, probably today. But thank you, as always, for watching, and see you next time.